More than 3,000 years ago, in an age where memory bowed to power, Israel lived under weight. Not just occupation, humiliation. Tribute flowed upward, feeding a king whose very name meant the fatted calf. His name was Eglon, king of the Moabites, a ruler grown fat on submission. And then Scripture introduces the deliverer, Ehud, a Benjamite, a son of the right hand. But here's the irony. Ehud was left-handed. His own tribe's name celebrated the right hand, yet he couldn't use it. In ancient warfare, this was seen as a disadvantage, a weakness. But God does not choose the strong hand. He chooses the one nobody expects. And before the story moves, the Bible does something strange. It pauses to describe the weapon. Not just that Ehud had a sword, but how long it was. Why? Because this was not random trivia. It was the key to the assassination. The text gives us a word found nowhere else, Gomed. Not a standard cubit, not a soldier's measurement. A short cubit, from fist to elbow. Longer than a dagger, shorter than a sword. Calculated. A normal sword is too long to hide. A dagger is too short to reach anything vital, especially on a man consumed by excess. But this length? Perfect. Long enough to reach deep. Short enough to vanish under clothing. This was not a weapon of war. It was a weapon of precision. Then comes placement. Ancient guards followed habit. They checked the left thigh, where a right-handed warrior would draw across the body. Ehud placed the blade on the right thigh. The blind spot, because power only defends against what it expects. And no one expects danger from the wrong hand. The guards leave. The doors shut. The room cools. Quiet thickens. Eglon sits, comfortable, unthreatened. Why wouldn't he be? This man brought a gift. Ehud steps forward. No speech, no sudden movement. Just a hand reaching where no one ever looks. The blade enters. No clash of steel. No scream. This is not a slashing weapon. It is straight, double-edged, designed to thrust, a one-way blade. Once it enters, it does not withdraw. Even the sword itself disappears. Silence returns. According to the Hebrew, this was not a sword with two edges. It was a sword with two mouths. It spoke a double message. One stroke, two mouths. Judgment for the tyrant, freedom for the people. To Eglon the oppressor, it spoke a verdict. Your time is up. To Israel the oppressed, it spoke a promise. You are free. The blade separates evil from good. It severs false humility from true faith. It cuts the heavy cord of illegitimate power that we have allowed to wrap around our necks. When the blade sank in, it didn't just end a life. It ended the confusion. This is the nature of the word. This is not destruction. This is justice.